welcome to Olive's Tree. I'm Mandy and I'm one of the 12 branches on my mum Olive's Tree. I am about to make some potato salad for dinner, and part of making that is to get some really nice crispy bacon. And here's how I'm going to do it. I thought you might be interested. I'm not going to put it in the pan, I'm going to cook it in the air fryer, and I'll just show you what I'm about to do with it. So I'll get you down there. So we've got two beautiful rashers of bacon from our local butcher who just makes unbelievable bacon. I'm just going to sprinkle a tiny little bit of plain flour over the top, and I'm just going to move it around. Don't want any large clumps. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to get a tray with a rack, and I'm going to put that on the rack with just the flour on it and put it in the air fryer. So I'll get that rack ready and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the rack I'm going to pop it onto. I'm not going to grease it, just going to lay it on like that and pop it into the dual door Healthy Choice air fryer. And I'm going to set the temperature. I'm going to cook it for about 8 minutes, and I may turn it over, but I'll show you what that looks like after 8 minutes. Okay, so I turned the bacon over, and I've actually put it onto air fry and onto 200. This proper butcher's bacon takes a little bit more cooking than supermarket bacon, and I forgot about that. So I'm just going to let that go until we get a nice crispy bacon. If I have to turn it again, I will. It's no big deal, I don't need to mind it. Okay, so while our bacon's cooking, I'm just going to show you what I've done. I've just cubed some potatoes and I've cooked them. Now, I really like a waxy potato for a potato salad. We've been away, I didn't have any. Got some in the pantry we needed to use, so that's what I've done. And so I've just cooked those until they're just tender and they're very, very hot. What I'm going to do is pop them into this dish hot. I don't want them to cool anymore at this moment. Now, to get the most flavour into potato salad, because let's face it, you know, you put eggs and bacon and some little gherkins and all sorts of things in it, mayonnaise, and sometimes it can lose a bit of flavour. So while it's nice and hot, tip over, you know, half a cup at least of French dressing, Italian dressing, any oil and vinegar based dressing. I didn't have any, so I've just quickly made some up with some vinegar, some olive oil, maple syrup and some garlic powder. Now what those hot potatoes are going to do is drink all of that up before we put the dressing on. So you're getting two chances to actually get lots of flavour into your potatoes. And I've got to say thank you to my daughter Zaylee. She put me onto this. So good one, Zales. Anyway, so okay, so I'll just let that soak up. I'll just give them an intermittent, you know, toss them. You'll be amazed how much more flavour your potato salad will have. So we'll just leave that there, and once that bacon's ready to be turned, we'll come back. Alrighty, so here's where I'm going to freak a lot of people out, and a lot of people are going to have a bit of a moment of memory from when they were younger, granny, mum, auntie, whatever, or you might still do it yourself now. I've got some condensed milk in this jar, and there's about 3/4 of a cup in there, and I'm going to add in some dry mustard powder. So I'll just let you watch what I'm doing. Going to need a little bit more than that. We'll open another one. I don't know whether your mum or your grandma made mayonnaise or salad dressing really out of condensed milk, vinegar and mustard powder. If she did, let me know. Okay, I'm going to go with about that. I want a bit of heat. And I'm going to add in some vinegar. At the moment, I've only got double strength vinegar or rice wine. So we're going rice wine, but you know what? Vinegar's vinegar. We're going to add some fresh chives and things, so it'll be fine. Use what you've got, guys. Give it a shake. And, oh my God. Okay. think it'll be fine. It's just that simple. So I'm just going to stick that aside. Alrighty, so I want some nice green onions. And we like quite a lot of onion in our things here. So I'm just going to take off any old, you know, ratty bits we don't want or need. And I'm going to chop them all the way to the very top. I cannot just throw away the green parts. They're still delicious, aren't they? I mean, they're great in an omelette or a wrap, or not that I eat many omelettes. I have a real aversion to egg yolks. So, but you know, people I make them for say they're really good. They're great in nori rolls, California rolls, or sushi. Let's start with, no, let's go with that. I don't have a decent knife out at the moment, so we'll just make do. I'm going to plant those later. See those? I'm going to plant them in the garden and they'll grow. Maybe not today. I might have to put them in a bag in the fridge. And I'll do them on a day when I'm feeling like I can cope with the heat and the humidity. So if you're looking to do a different type, or a potato salad that everyone sort of recognises as potato salad, but one that's just got a bit more amped up flavour, have a go at adding on the French dressing or the Italian dressing to your very, very hot, freshly cooked potatoes and stirring it through while they're, you know, very hot, letting them sit in it. It really does make a big difference to the potato salad. So just going to have to be careful that this isn't too vinegary for my husband. We'll see how we go. Look at that. Still very hot, so it hasn't crisped properly. So I'm just going to let that cool for a few minutes. And I've got some chopped cornichons, the small gherkins, and I've got some of my naturally dried organic chives. And we've got some dressing and we've got our potatoes. Let's talk about the dressing that I put over the potatoes when they were hot. I didn't have any. It's not something that I buy. So as I said, I made a quick one up with olive oil, some vinegar and some garlic powder, and I used that, and the potatoes taste lovely. You could use the juice out of a dill pickle jar. You could use the juice out of a sweet and sour gherkin jar. You could also puree up some sweet mustard pickles and, you know, thin it down with a little bit of water or a little bit of oil, I would say, and fold that through. It still will absorb if you get it nice and thin. There are a lot of options for what you can put on those hot potatoes, so don't think you've got to go out and buy a jar if it's something you're not going to use. You know, have a look what's in your fridge. You might have something. You know, save a bit of money where you can. But it really does make a huge difference to the taste. Huge difference. I could have added in some, you know, other herbs, some oregano, more mustard, whatever. But yeah, my husband's not keen on heavy mustard and vinegar, so we're going to go easy on him. He's already not getting boiled eggs in the salad, and that's because I can't tolerate egg yolk. I can if it's in a biscuit or a cake. I cannot eat it if it's not. It just, yeah, it's not pretty. Love the white, but anyway, we're going to have a boiled egg with our salad. I'll have the white. He can have my yolk. And if he wants me to chop it up onto his, I'll do that. That's fine. So, yeah, all right. So what's going on here now? So we've got our bacon. I'm just going to slide that off. Really good bacon. Look at that. Hardly any oil whatsoever left behind. Just going to grab my favourite big sharp knife, and I'm just going to start chopping. This is way too much bacon for the potato salad, but I might just pop some in the bag in the fridge and use that tomorrow in something else for him, or I may just eat it later. Who knows? It won't go to waste. Really substantial bacon. Our local butcher does the best ever hand smoked and cooked hams, bacon, saveloys, you name it. Okay, and I don't think I want to make it super small. Some bits are a bit big, but does it matter? You know, you make a salad your own, don't you? However you want to do it. If you're feeling more energetic than I am at the moment, then go right ahead. All right, so I'm just going to pop in the cornichons, and then I'll move this container up here. We'll start getting some bacon in. A few big pieces. I think that's enough. I might end up keeping that for something else. So I'm just going to stir, give this a little mix through. It's still quite warm. Smells absolutely beautiful. Okay, we could probably go a little bit more. But if you don't like bacon, or you don't like to eat bacon for whatever personal reason or preference, just leave the bacon out. If you're vegan, you might have some vegan bacon. Some vegan things that you can switch up in this recipe to make it suit you, make it your own. Oh dear, that wasn't much of a shot, was it? Okay. So it's to that level now. It's too hot to put the dressing on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that cool properly. I'm going to pop it in the fridge for a little while, and I'm going to put the dressing over the top, stir it through with some chives, which I'm going to put them on now. I won't stir them through, but that way I know I've put them in. Otherwise I'll forget and do it again, or forget altogether. So I've got some chives there now, as you can see. So I'm going to cool that off properly, and I'm going to put some dressing on it, and I'll put a photo at the end of what the salad looks like. And yeah, it's a really good way to jazz up your potato salad. And I hope you'll give it a go. So, you know, thanks for stopping by today. I love spending time with you. I hope the world's treating you kindly, and I hope you're not too stressed leading up to Christmas or holidays or whatever it is that you celebrate. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. But picture will be at the end. Recipe will be in the description as always. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, consider subscribing. It's free to you, really does help out my channel. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.